Hello guys, it's Steve, Greater Boston. Hope you're doing well. I'm sitting here in my van, my dusty old van, with complicated chemicals behind me as I drive home to my wonderful wife and family. Just wanted to say hello, keep you in touch with what's going on in the Greater Boston world. Bear with me before my phone falls over. I hope it doesn't. I've had to start this video 3 times since then. It's my birthday! Actually, it was my birthday 5 days ago. And I reached the ripe old age of 50 years old. I remember when you first saw me all those years ago, my youthful face and good looks. I was ugly and bald then, so is what you know. Anyway, I'm 50 years old, and that's actually a momentous age for 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm 50! Imagine what I've achieved, what I've done, taking my princess years off. 50 years old I have gotten to, right? Whenever I was a kid, I suppose I've always had a depressive situation with myself, and my view was always, if I stay alive long enough so that my kids are grown up, I'll consider it a success. My daughter's coming 17, my son's coming 14. I know I never had heady goals or high aspirations, but the one which was my minimum, I'm nearly achieved. And I've done some things in my life. I've had some successes and quite a few failures. And another big thing for the EXJW world. That's right, there's still an EXJW world. I don't know how many of you are still sucking at the teat of Lloyd Evans and supplying them with his online hookers. But good for you if you are. It's your choice. But I have now officially been out of the Jehovah's Witnesses longer than I was in the Jehovah's Witnesses. That's right. 25 years and 6 days, and I left when I was 25 years old. So I'm 50 years old in 6 days, and I left when I was 25 years old. So thereabouts, I've been out just as long, guys. Isn't that amazing? And I've been married for nearly 20 years next year. My kids are doing well. My parents are elderly now, but I still have the joy of visiting them every other day. My brother lives a happy life in Australia. I have a sister, but don't really see her much, unfortunately, because she's kind of a dick. She'd say the same about me, maybe. But all is good. One thing I did want to point out, though, in the short video I'm going to do and tell you about myself, is that what never goes away is a lot of the trauma that you've endured as a child. I mean, we've all experienced it probably. You know, we look back and we remember a lot of those embarrassing moments as children, or times we were bullied in school, or our parents said something particularly mean that we know they didn't mean, but because we've done it ourselves as parents, but it still hurts to this day. You know, times when we've let ourselves down, when we've behaved badly, all those things, and we still probably, wince over them. But the Jehovah's Witness stuff doesn't go away, which is really weird, because you would think, I remember when I was a witness and I used to say, well, if they don't like it, why don't they just leave? Just get out of it. And of course, eventually I followed suit. And I had a really interesting experience. My brother, he was when he was a young Jehovah's Witness, one of his good friends was an elder, and the elder showed him his newborn baby. I've told this story many times. The elder showed him his newborn baby and said to him, "Isn't he beautiful, Stephen?" And Stephen said, "Yes, he's a beautiful boy." I think I actually wrote it in my book, The Great Apostate, which is available on Amazon. Buy that book. And it's a pretty good book, and I'm very proud of it. And I edited it so all the spelling errors are fixed now, at least all the ones I'm capable of finding. And anyway, so John showed him the baby and says, "Isn't he beautiful?" Stephen said, "Yes, he is beautiful." And John said, "If he ever leaves Jehovah, he's dead to me." And shockingly, my brother said to me just the other day that this young man had contacted him on YouTube, or on Facebook. So I can only assume that he has indeed left Jehovah. I wonder, is he dead to his father? I needs to be a young man now, probably 20-something years old. But anywho, that's not the point. The point of the matter is, the stuff that you experience, comes back to haunt you. And I can honestly say that as a 50-year-old man, and 6 days, my experiences as a Jehovah's Witness continue to this day to cause me negative psychological harm. I still have mental health issues caused by growing up in the Jehovah's Witnesses that are actually real and diagnosable. Oh look, my phone's sliding down. Let me see if I can fix that before it goes. So that's a real problem for me to this day. To this day, I still have problems with how I actually interact with other human beings, and even sit in a quiet room on my own, because I'm never alone with my thoughts, and my thoughts are often religiously orientated, even if I don't intend them to be, and that's a real problem for me. So I'm going to be. Well, I wish I could go back on time and figure a way to leave earlier. Maybe it takes more time, but honestly, I'm nearly 50. And I don't think these issues with me will ever go away. So what can you do? What can you do? Well, I suppose I was going to say get help, but I am a bit wary of the world of counselling. What I would say is maybe help yourself. Physician, heal thyself. So there's a lot of psychological help you can get just by Googling your symptoms online and then looking at trusted resources. I've seen ones where I've seen answers where they go, oh yeah, this is all because of your mother, and I'm like, oh shut up, Freudian, And then I've seen other ones where this is all because of society. I'm like, shut up, you woke warrior. And that's right, I love Trump. I don't care what you think. And but you can come to a conclusion, and more importantly, whether or not you come to it, a satisfactory answer to what's wrong with you, you can find coping solutions, ways to sort of deal with whatever your particular mess up is in your mind, and that is often really, really handy. So give that a look. I've certainly tried that in the past and in the present, and it's not been too hurtful to me. So guys, I hope you're all doing well. Please let me know. Jump in. If you're an ex-Jehovah's Witness or a current Jehovah's Witness, let me know how you're doing. I'd like to know. At one point, I got a lot of comments on these videos, sometimes hundreds in a day. Nowadays, I'm lucky to get 10. But I'm still here, still happy to offer advice if anyone ever needs it, such as my pitiful 50 years of experience is worth. But, I think I've learned some things. I've made some mistakes that maybe you wouldn't want to make if I could help you. I've done some fun things and some smart things and plenty of stupid things. So let me know what's what, and I'll be happy to talk back to you. Guys, have a lovely day. Like and subscribe if you like and subscribe. Take care.